are prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lion. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up.
Hello, welcome back to WinFS Trading YouTube channel. This is the channel that has been optimized to make you rich trading the forex synthetic market. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, do your best to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you get notified each time I upload a new content. Try to like, comment and refer your network to this channel so that YouTube push us to high level of audience. It's been a long time I produced video on BoomCrash Indices. Okay, I don't actually release content anyhow. I have to look at what the trading community are passing through, and then I go deep into producing a solution, like providing a solution to that. Okay, so a lot of people have blown their account trying to trade BoomCrash. Sometimes the losses come from the spikes. Maybe you trade the normal direction of BoomCrash market. Let's say in crash market you buy, which is the normal direction, but the spike keep losing your money. Okay, so all these problems, this is what this video is going to address. Actually, this video is aimed at helping you to trade the spike. Remember the topic: $100 to $10,000 per day. BoomCrash Indices high strategy of trading spikes 2023 HD. Let's put plus here because you can make more money depending on your equity and your lot sizing, and your position sizing. Okay. Right now, I want to open your eyes to something that is very, very important. I will show you in the public Telegram channel. Let's go there. Okay, now I'm going to show you the BoomCrash signals from the BoomCrash VIP group. Okay, you need to change your life. You need to start being serious. You have to be serious in your trading. Okay, so let me show you some of the BoomCrash signals. These are the things that will change your life. If you're trading BoomCrash, you don't need to trade it alone. You need VIP signals. Okay, you need a renowned VIP signal. You see this? This is Boom 1000 index. So it forwarded from VIP Bs, $100 made to $1,000 plus. Okay, it's not a must. It should be $100. You can start with any amount, but we guarantee you 1000%. Like your equity is going to be multiplied by 10 at least before you withdraw your money from the broker, because you must have targets. Before you make withdrawal from a broker, you must have targets. You should grow your equity to a certain amount before you withdraw. You can see this is cash 1000. It's not by making mouth. It took me a lot of energy to produce a signal, but once it is produced, it can never lose. You see, forwarded from VIP Bs, $100 made to $1,000 plus. Okay, you see, this is the progress of the signals. You can see this is when it was around $130 per position. You see, these are the things we expect in the VIP group. Okay, BoomCrash VIP group. Actually, I have a lot of groups where I serve different type of signals, but based on this content I'm talking about BoomCrash, what you need in life is to be focused. If you want to trade only BoomCrash, I'm telling you the truth, you will be rich. You'll be rich and richer than any other person that is also trading, whether the person is trading many assets or trading one asset. All you need is to be consistent in making profit. That's it. And I think the best way to do that is to join VIP. You actually need to work together with experts for you to go far. Because if you deposit money today and you lose, deposit again and you lose, finally you will give up. Finally, you definitely you will give up. This is cash 300 index. You can see the profit. Okay, you can see the profit. These are magical. These are magical. Let me plug my phone to light so that it will continue this. Okay, now my phone is connected to light, so let's continue. So I'm just showing you that you see the progress of those signals. See, this is when it was around $80 per position. Okay, so let's continue. So $100 made to $10,000 plus per day. BoomCrash Indices high strategy of trading spikes 2023 hash day. Okay, you have to define the trend in the hash one time frame. You have to define the support and resistance in the hash one. Make entry near the most recent previous high in the favor of the trend, in favor of the trend or support or resistance, meaning that you are going to be actually looking for spike signal in the direction of the trend or in the favor of support or resistance. So if you are trading a crash market, you will be actually looking for signal near a resistance. And if you are trading boom and crash, if you are trading boom market, you'll be looking at signal near a support level. I'm going to show you this when I take you to a crash market. Let me open cash 1000 as an example. Okay, so this is H1 time frame. So I'm going to rotate the screen. Okay, this is H1 time frame. So what is an I? That's the question. What is an I? Okay, an I is like, let me show you what I is, because it's not, when I say I, it doesn't mean a human eye. So this is I. When you have an inclined line or an inclined plane, well, let's call it a line, an inclined line, but it can still be a plane. Ignore the arrow. So let me use a trend line. This is a trend line. Okay, we're going to be using trend line. I don't want the arrow to become a confusion here. So this is a trend line. Let me go to setting and make sure that the arrays are clear. So this is a trend line, and then we pick another trend line. So these two lines, I'm going to delete this. So these two lines, we can use it. We are going to use these two lines to form an I. So this is I. Okay. There is a point where the two lines intersect. They intersect at a point, and then they start forming a sharp. The major characteristics of an eye is that near the point of intersection of the two line of the two rays coming from the eye, it is a very small dot, meaning that there is no much swing at that point. A point can be made up of many swings, but an eye is made up of just one point, one swing, and that one swing creates a big move. So let me bring an arrow to add to this. They create a big move. The direction of the arrow is the direction of the move. Okay, so let us identify an eye here. So we are going to be identifying the eye with respect to trend or support or resistance. So we need to map the support and what resistance, and also map the trend. But the trend should be in the direction. The trend should be in the direction of the spiking, because we are actually trying to trade spike and not direction. So if we are going to draw a trend line, so we are going to draw it like this. And if you want to draw a trend line, we are drawing it with 2 points from the past. So this is point one, this is point two, then you stretch it as far as you can. Okay, so this is our trend. In this case, we are not talking about uptrend or downtrend. We are just trying to fit the price action inside a using a straight line. So now this is, let's define the eye. There is an eye here. There is an eye here. Let me show you. This is an eye, because this, if I use this, you can see how this line move up. Is going up like this, and suddenly we saw another segment that intersects with the previous line. So there is an eye was created here. So anytime price came up near a trend line where such eye was created, you have to expect a new eye to be formed, and that is what happened here. So near the trend line or support or resistance, but here there is no support or resistance, but you have a trend line which is also a dynamic support, but is a dynamic resistance, but then is a kind of inclined resistance. Okay, but that is just by the way. So you have to get your a kind of near that eye. You have to bound, like you have to bound the eye with a zone. You have to bound the eye with a zone in such a way that the eye is at the midpoint of the zone, and the edges of the zone, like the edges of the zone, one of the edges of the zone will be used to define your stop loss. The bigger the area of the zone, like the bigger, like the more the zone is big, like from the center to the stop loss edge, to the stop loss side of the zone, like the bigger the stop loss, the more the greater the probability, like the more you can actually stay in that trade and make profit. But you shouldn't violate your risk reward ratio. Okay, so when you have something like this, okay, you have something like this, you have to consider the your target. Every trade must have a target. Every trade must have a target. Okay, you must define your target. Okay, so now what make me to define my target here? You see where I play this green zone represents the height of the take profit. Okay, and you see, if you look at the height of this rectangle, if you measure, this is over 240 pip, and the height of the other rectangle is around 70 pip, the height of the stop loss rectangle. Now if you compare 240 and 70, then you know that the risk reward ratio will be around, let's open up the calculator and let's start the analysis. So 240 upon 70, that is 3.4, that is 3.4 is to 1, 3.4 to 1 risk reward ratio. Okay, that's the risk reward ratio. So if you have a $10 account and you want to risk all the $10 because you believe that this eye must hold, this eye must definitely hold, then you are going to get 3.4 times, like you are going to get that $4 from your $10. Okay, I'm not going to be teaching you the risk reward, I'm not going to teach you how to the lot size you are going to use, so that you'll be able to actually um risk all your equity and make the profit, and like where you like the hazard strategy of placing your stop loss. I will not be covering those. That's why you need to join VIP. The VIP signal actually will contain the stop loss. It will contain the stop loss. It will contain the take profit. We have up to 3 takes profit. We also have the one you are going to hold for a long time and you try. So you need to start changing your life. Change your life right now. Change your life by joining VIP. Because I will open your eye to succeed, but it's not everybody that watch video actually becomes successful. There are a lot of YouTube videos, but how many of them are optimizing traders to like become successful, making a consistent profit? How many of those videos? That's why I always tell people, if you watch any of my video, try to be practical. And how can you be practical? You have to do the right thing. You have to be real. You don't need to be trying every day. You try, you lose. Every day you try, you lose. We are gods in this trading of a thing. This is a Wall Street. It takes it takes a street expert, somebody that understands the game. We understand what it means to trade, and we understand the relationship between an expert and a broker. So we actually trade like brokers. If brokers are moving price in a particular direction, we follow the same direction that they are following. We move price with them. But if you actually trade on your own, you don't have that experience, you don't have that power. So let's go to Boom 1000 and you will see that this is real. This is real. We are not playing. Okay, this is Boom 1000. So we will be on the H1 time frame, and remember, we are trading the spike. So you have to define the trend. This is the trend. Okay, this is the trend. Okay, see, you are defining the trend in the direction of the spike. In a boom market, the spike is actually up. Like in a boom market, when we trade the spike, we are actually buying a boom market. So that's why I draw the trend here. I don't mind if it is uptrend or downtrend. All I know is that I want to fit the price in a straight line, such that it respects the traditional meaning of spike in boom market. Okay, so we have to define an eye along such trend. That we saw an eye that was this is a kind of a structure, like a line segment. The price is creating, and once it reaches here, we saw an eye was found. This is an eye. Okay, the eye just ended here. Okay, you can as well join the you can join the other end of the eye, like the base or the foot of the eye. You can just join it with a line segment and extend it. You can use it for maybe take profit, of which I'm not supposed to be teaching all this, but that is by the way. So when price reacts to the trend, what you need to do is to define a zone such that the eye, the upcoming eye, will be at the middle of this zone. Most time it's not a must it will be at the middle of the zone, but you can actually make the zone to be tangential to the eye. Like it can be tangential like this, and then you allow this zone to like the size of this zone to increase a little bit, but then you can actually look at the most recent eye and see how price actually behave there. If you notice that there is a kind of breakout from the line, if price break out of the trend, then increase the size so that spikes, like overshoots, if price start overshooting or going outside the trend, it will not take you out, but then it will go back and go in your favor. So I think using some like this size can be okay. This size can be okay. I think you need at least 2:1 risk reward ratio. Okay, I think here we have this is 123, and we are targeting, definitely we shall be targeting near here. So you have to adjust this, it's too much, so you can just use this, adjust this. Where we have to have a good risk reward ratio. Any trade that doesn't have exit and that doesn't have entry and exit is not a good trade. You must enter somewhere, and your stop loss must be well placed, and your take profit must be hit. Okay, so that is the main thing. Okay, now we start from here, measure this is around 38 now, and then we have 124. So if we go to the calculator right now, we need to do this analysis. 138 divided by 38. Okay, so we have 3.6:1 risk reward ratio. So this is a huge risk reward ratio. And you see, most times when you try your take profits, you discover that you have an added advantage. I'm going to show you what I mean here. Coming up, I'm going to show you what. Okay, right now you see that when price reacts to this take profit line, it break it and keep pushing, to the extent that it even push and gave us extra. If we measure from the entry up to here, we, instead of having 138, that is giving us somewhere here, we actually get 2 times. Like we get more. Like this is a 230. Okay, it's almost close to 2 times. If you check it, 138 by 2 is 260. 138 by 2, if you check 138 by 2, 138 times 2, that is 276. But we are having 230. I think is a little bit closer. So that is the advantage of actually trailing your stop loss. What I mean by trailing your stop loss, like if this market enters into profit, maybe you have set the take profit for other position, then the last position, instead of depending on the take profit, instead of placing take profit on the last position, you just, as the price keep moving in your favor, let's say when the price is here, you now put your stop loss somewhere here. Even if the price reacts back to hit the stop loss, you will end up with some profit and not red or loss. Okay, so you need to do something. Okay, some people will say, okay, why should I be telling people to join VIP when I have already created a content about it? Now, if you know this, do you know the other one? Do you know what it means to get a signal? You might be in an, let's say in an office, you might be on a meeting, you might be on a flight to another country, but we are not going anywhere as we are going everywhere. We are on the chart 247 every time we're on the chart. We are like, it's just like using an internet service provider. Depending on your country, like there's what you call internet card or network card. Let's say you are in Africa, we have MTN, or you are in other countries like that, they have their own specialized network card, like Vodafone. We have Zen, depending on your country. Okay. Now, it is duty of those companies to make sure that you have access to electromagnetic wave, like to net internet. You can be able to access other computers around the globe or other servers. But it's not that you cannot do the same work. But you can, if you do it, you can do it today. Tomorrow you will not be able to do it, because that is not your destiny. That is not where you are called to be. Are you getting me? Everybody, every object, like every person in this world is created to do certain things. And if you actually want to succeed, you have to subscribe to their services. So I think I don't need to talk much. All you need to do is to start changing your life. Okay. Because I can see some people will come here and trade this. They will start losing. It will trade for some time. But if you trade it today, tomorrow, you might see the same thing and you think it will work. It will not work. A small negative statistical age is okay to make you become a loser. Like it's okay to make you to belong to the 99% losers in forex market. No matter how small a negative statistical age is, you are going nowhere. Okay, let me show you what I mean by statistical age. Now see this equation. Statistical age SE is total or net profit after a trading session divided by base equity. Let's assume you deposit $200 in your trading account, and on your first trade you lost 10% of your equity. So when you lose 10%, let's go to calculator and do it right away. So you lose 10% of your equity on $200. That means you have lost $20 and you have $180 left. Okay, you have 200 minus 180, so minus 20, you have $180 left. Okay, so let me just tabulate the results. Okay, now a loss should carry a negative sign, so we are going to put minus here. We're going to put minus here. But if you don't like the way it is, just remove this yes and then put the minus at the back of the 20. So now if you calculate the net profit is what? Negative. Net profit is equals to minus let's write it right in the right way. This is minus $10. Okay, now our total equity is $200. So our SE, statistical age, is equals to minus 10 divided by 200. Okay, for the two trading session, we assume that we have a maximum of two trading sessions. Maybe it could be it depends on how you define your trading session. It could be on payday or on weekly basis or on monthly basis. Okay, so it depends. I'm not teaching statistical age analysis, but at least I want to bring it in I just bring it in so that you will see the reason why you should not play with your equity. You shouldn't be trying. Join the expert, join the Forex Gods, WinFS Trading VIP Signal Services on Boom and Crash. It is called VIP Boom and Crash Group. VIP Boom and Crash Group. Okay. I don't need to talk much. Let's continue. So the SE is this upon 100%. In the formula I didn't put 100%, but you have to. A statistical age is, I think, is best as expressed in percentage. So you actually multiply by 100. Okay. So now when you do this, you are going to have. Let's put to the calculator and see what we get. I think we have something like minus 10 divided by 200 times 100. So this is minus 5. Our statistical age is minus 5. It is minus 5%. Then you will think that this is nothing. This is nothing. Now I will show you that with this minus 5%, you are likely going to blow your account. This is minus 5% statistical age. Your statistical age is not supposed to be negative. Even if it is minus 0.001 or anything, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be positive. Like, see, this negative statistical age, remember that this is also equals to minus 0.05. Now, assuming that we have $200 and like the rate at which the loss occur, like we have $200 and we multiply this $200 by let's say 2, then raised to power minus 0.05. Okay, now this is let us also multiply this by 10. Okay, this is multiplied by 20. So what you notice as you keep multiplying because the multiplier there, the number that multiply the statistical age index, this 0. Minus 0.005, the number that multiply is the number of trading sessions you might, like, you are trying to grow your account, but every time you ended up having a negative statistical age. And these two, I just induced these two. I assume these two to exist, that these two is a kind of return on investment. But the return on investment pre-trading, like, you can actually design your return on investment that at the end of the trade, your return on investment have to be something like this, like a base factor that actually multiply is a constant number. So I just decide to use 2. It can be anything. Okay. So, but where we are considering, like where we are working on, is this statistical age. Now, if we take something like 100, you discover that after some period of time, your equity will end up becoming $6. And if you put something like let's say 200, your equity will go to $0.2. This is a kind of illustration. So why I put it mathematically is that I don't want you to take it for granted. Never you play with negative statistical age. After a particular trading session, you are not supposed to have a loss. It's supposed to be a profit, no matter how small it is. Once it is a profit, you will never go broke, you will never lose. And the only way to achieve this is, number one, you have to, I think, you have to ignore your own strength and join our VIP signal group on Boom and Crash, or you enroll for Boom and Crash Millionaire course. Once you enroll for Boom and Crash Millionaire course, you will be automatically empowered and trained on how to succeed trading Boom and Crash. Okay, you don't need to trade any other thing. Only Boom and Crash indices you have to trade, because the essence of passing through a course, number one, is to be focused. Yes, is to be focused. Number two is to be like to concentrate, like you have like you specialize, you have a specialty of a particular thing you are doing. Okay, you shouldn't be trading this asset and then to another asset, and those assets will end up making you to have a negative statistical edge, because this one can give you profit today, tomorrow the other one will take the profit and you will be oscillating. That is the power of WinFS trading. We make people to have focus. That's why I have a lot of courses. You don't need to learn all the courses. Why should you learn all the courses? Learning all the courses does not make you rich. Okay, you know, look at Elon Musk. He started with something. He started with one thing, which is a zip company. And then PayPal started with, from zip company to PayPal, from PayPal to SpaceX, and then Tesla and all of that. You start somewhere, make millions of dollars from one asset, and then if you feel like you want to, you are passionate to do many things, like to extend your trading, like you feel like, see, you have to start somewhere. That is why I'm making different courses for those that like this one but they don't like this one. You like Boom and Crash but you don't like volatility 75 index, so you have to do something to make sure that you never lose again. Join Boom and Crash VIP group, or enroll for Boom and Crash Millionaire course, or you can still be trading on your own, but anytime you decide that you are ready to make it, take action then. Thank you. Bye for now.
You've got it if you're prepared to break the silence.